if there is something that I always wish that never to happen to anybody, is to be a single parent. And if it happens, at least let the father take the responsibility, or the mother, depends who is with the children. Because when we are talking about the 8 stages of human development or child development, we are talking about if it's a girl child, he needs mentorship of the mother and of the father. A father figure, a mother figure. If it's the boy, same case applies. And when a child or a boy or a girl is brought up without a figure father, a figure mother, this affects them psychologically. If you want to prove that, when you go to school, you will realize that we used to sit 3 students during our time in 90s. There's a boy, a girl. There's a girl, a boy. And teachers used to do it intentionally. They just put a boy in between or a girl. And then you realize if it's a girl, she's not comfortable at all to sit in the middle of them. When the teacher is not there, he moves out. She moves out. When the teacher comes out when she's there, but she cannot concentrate. Why? Because of these developmental stages, from trust, mistrust. If you continue, that is one of the very, very negative effects when we brought our children up as a single father, a single mother. And if it happens as a father, let the wife give you opportunity. Go and see the children, pray with them, buy with them whatever you can do with them. Leave them with the mother. They know there's a father side. And if it's the father has them, let the mother of them come and mingle with the children, talk with them, and then maybe you separate. It's possible. But all in all, if that one can't happen, you can't force. Still, you can. A child can get either if it's a father not there, an uncle, a brother that who can be as a father figure or a mother figure.
The church, played a very important role in the lives of children and their parents. Is this still happening? If not, what has gone wrong?
This one is actually still happening, and the church is playing a very big role when it comes to family matters. But only I can urge one of our pastors, our fellow pastors, to be encouraged as they are doing their spiritual counseling. It is good also to do the psychological counseling, part of it, just basic. Because we have learned that, and it's proved that this spiritual counseling only doesn't work, but it works for a short time, as a short defense mechanism. Because, allow me in a minute to say, the reason being, I've done this in church for spiritual counseling. Maybe you are an addict of drugs, and then I take you the steps. I tell you drinking is evil, doing everything is for evil. But when you drink, you don't see that evil. But if I can take you through the professional side, then I take you the spiritual side. I'm sure that you will be able to go through all the circle and someone to be set free.
Let me just go through some of the messages that we have from our Facebook page. Julius Tuwei says, Tidid from Modo, we always talk about our children and motivate them, but they join others from various places. They change due to bad company. So parents are not to blame for unrest and burning of the schools. The proposals to introduce a corporal punishment is not the solution, but something must be done. Samuel Otato says, thank you for your input. Dr. Osoro, I admire your background. However, none of our kids today can do that and change their future life. Is the counselor allowed to cane as well? Andrew Kithure says parents are to blame for student indiscipline. Always teachers need to motivate the students. Good day to you. Jackie Nyamodi says it's true, indiscipline cases have risen. Parents are really to be blamed. The 10 months that children were at home with parents, they couldn't be controlled just because they are pampered. Discipline starts at home before it extends outside that box, which is school. Nowadays, it's my child, not anybody's child. I remember when I was growing up, anybody could discipline you if you messed up, but dare you now, you would be summoned. Then Aroka, what the school administration could have done immediately after resumption was to organize therapy sessions for all students, because a lot of things happened in that long holiday. Majority got into drugs, relationships, and they were not ready for school, where there must be strict rules to be followed, which makes them rebel. Parents to take the lead on discipline. Thank you.
Maybe one of the questions about does the councils allowed to cane children? No.
Okay.
They're not allowed. About talking that
So much happened during the long holiday.
The long holiday, that's very true. The children needs therapy. At least, if possible, all of them, we can do group therapy. That one will help our children. And finally, maybe there's another one say that for punishment, corporal will not be the solution. And again, he say that our children, maybe we cannot say it's the parents or who, but both of us, we have a role to play as a parent.
You've been listening to us on The Big Conversation, of course, looking at what has been happening in our schools, the violence that has been there. And thank you so much, Dr. Robert Osoro, counseling psychologist, who's come through for us. Thank you for sharing with us this morning.
Thank you, Millicent, for this opportunity. Thank you, the entire front of KBC.
Okay, my name is Millicent Araka, and of course we'll have a podcast of this program on www.kbc.co.ke. You can also listen to a repeat of the same program in our night runner that comes straight after midnight.